I'm Nick Morales, the real estate deal junkie.
Let's get down to business. So let's get down to business.
Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. This video will be going over our deal breakdown. This flip I bought from a gentleman by the name of Richard and his father. This property, I call it Flory. It was a text messaging lead. We reached out to him, got in touch with him, started having a conversation about what was going on. You know, he really wanted to move out of the property. Little did we know that his father was evicting him. A lot of times with these properties, you know, you find that you're kind of a therapist in a way. I feel like a family therapist for people sometimes. You know, a lot of times with property, people buy them with family members who they may have gotten divorced with, or maybe they passed away. There's a lot of emotion that goes along with buying property from people. But Richard was living in this home that used to be his grandfather, excuse me, and his grandmother's. And he lived there while they were still alive, and he was helping take care of them. And then he took over the house for about 6 years, and his aunt, which would be his father's sister, put him on title. She said, hey, you know what, you can just take my part of the house because you took care of my parents, his grandparents and grandmother at the time. And you know, his father didn't really like that. His father was trying to get him to buy the property. Richard couldn't at the time afford to do so. So he was like, you know, I'm just gonna sell this property, right? I can't find a way to do that. So the dad literally served his own son eviction papers from this property. Now, I don't know what happened on both sides, but I was in the middle of it, at least my team was. And it was a lot of woo-saw, I had to give both sides. So, you know, I struck a deal with Richard that we would buy the property for about $132,000, I think it was. I gave him some move-out costs to do so. So I said, hey, you know, I know you need to move out. He didn't have much cash to do so until he got part of the property. So I said, hey, I'll front you some cash. We'll take it out of escrow. So I fronted him like $4 or $5 grand so he could move into a new place, put down his first month's deposits, all that stuff. So his father was pretty tough at the beginning, didn't want to sell to me, wanted more money. He wanted $175,000. I was like, I can't give you that, right? Like, the property's not worth it. Like, here's the condition. As you can see in the property here, this is the front door when you walk in. So it had this old metal door that was on it. This was down the hallway. You can see all that asbestos that was there. To the right there, you can see where he was cutting out stuff there to do like power or something, I think. Richard is a handyman. So he started doing kind of a lot of his home stuff here to help try to bring the value up. The house was on cast iron pipes and he actually replaced all the piping. So really talented dude. We actually are still friends today. Like, I still talk to him all the time. He still helps me out with a bunch of stuff that it's, you know, handyman work. And I made the deal with him. I said, hey, when I buy your house, and we agreed, I was like, you know, can you help me clean out the place? He goes, yeah, no problem. Just bring me a dumpster. He cleared out the whole place for me. This house was completely gutted, basically. He did it all. That really showed me his character of who he was as a person and that he was going to honor my deal. But you can see here, there was like this third room here that had like a slider at the top there that would slide and close that room. So legally, by the assessor side, it was a third bedroom. We decided to go ahead and take that out. But I'm talking to his father, by the way, and I'm like, hey man, like, have you seen this property? And like, this is the bathroom when I bought it. There's no walls. The plumbing is all out there because Richard came in and repiped it all, but didn't have the money to be able to put back the drywall and all that stuff. So you kind of just ran out of steam. So the house is kind of done like that all over the place. You can see here, like, there was wiring kind of all over the place, but he was getting there. It just takes a lot of money and work to get properties like this all the way through. But this kitchen was really dark and ugly. The way they built this at the time is, you know, really small, not very open like what people like today. So we actually blew out this whole wall right here where you can see where the vent came in. So we actually had to move the ventilation over because we were going to open up that area where the hallway was, where that room to the right was. We actually enclosed that, made a pantry right there. So, but yeah, this property needed about $65,000 worth of work is what we put into it. It took about 45 days. It was a fun little project. The bathroom was in pretty bad shape as well. The only master that was there, the master bathroom. So it needed quite a bit of work. You know, when we got talking down to Richard, it really came down to someone that would be able to help him find another place and kind of give him everything he needed. So we really developed that rapport, him and I, and we were able to come to terms with his father finally after going back and forth. And I'm telling him, like, you're never going to sell it for 175, especially when Richard's getting half. It was this big back and forth negotiation, and like, everyone's upset with each other and family problems, especially when money comes involved. So, you know, that's part of being an investor. You know, you have to go through those things with people and really kind of be that person in the room that's gonna calm everybody down and say, hey, like, let's figure out a solution here for everybody. Like, what do you want? What do you want? You know, obviously I want to buy the property, but you know, let's find a way that we can all work together. And I'm glad I met Richard because he's been a good friend to me, especially in my business, helping me out with a lot of different things. As you can see here, when we finished the property, from just the sidewalk alone, we repainted the whole house inside and out. So you can see what it looks like here from the outside. As you walk into the property, we removed that third bedroom, like I said, that was there. Actually, excuse me, it was a 4-bedroom. It was actually a 3-bedroom house. There was that 4th bedroom. We removed that 4th bedroom that had a slider, opened it all up, put brand new vinyl down. As you can see now, look at that kitchen. Tons of space now, nice and wide and open, pantry right there. You know, we just did in this house, I tried to stay away from the gray tones. We did a grayish floor, right, with a grayish countertop. Wasn't in love with the countertop, but it matched the stainless steel stuff that we put in there. Nice cabinets with the nice pools. Once again, everything from here is from Home Depot, not much other stuff from anywhere else. We did a nice backsplash there. You know, these things right here, it looks clean, it looks nice. This is what sells a house. When someone walks in there, they're gonna be like, man, they really took care of the details. You can see the carpet is brand new as well. Put brand new carpet in all the bedrooms. Here's the bathroom, the master. You know, did a nice sliding shower, floor to ceiling tile in that shower. All the bedrooms, you know, all redone, as you can see here. And there's that bathroom that was completely destroyed and to the studs. So we redid the whole thing there. Backyard, we cleaned all that up, put a nice red rock all around. Once again, we were in contract in this property probably in, I think it was like 5 or 6 days, and we had probably like 7 or 8 offers. It was insane. We sold the property for $260, which was well above what we thought we were gonna sell it for. You know, we figured we would be more in like the $240 range. So all in on this thing, we made about $45,000 on this property. We spent about $67,000 on the rehab, I think it was, with everything, rock, all that stuff that we had to add, little add-ons at the end. Quick flip, did it about 90 days. Capital partners were happy, my business partners were happy, Richard was happy. It was a win-win. So that's another example of doing a quick, clean flip. You know, you don't have to do a bunch of wall moving and all that stuff. We just did that there because it just made it more open, which is what people want nowadays. They want more space when they walk into a house, into a room. They want to feel like they're not confined. A lot of the older homes, this was built in the 60s. It just had that kind of older style. It's really easy to do that stuff. It just comes down to money, right? Had a great contractor help me out on that one. You know, we had to pay a pretty penny, but everything in that house is safe. It's been redone. So I felt really good about that flip when we gave that to that new homeowner. And once again, they came in and made changes. They always do somehow, some way. I don't understand, but I guess I hopefully one day I can get a seller that just says, oh, I love it, I won't touch anything, but they probably will. So, but thanks for joining me on this deal breakdown, and make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Let's get down to business. So let's get down to business.
Hi, I'm Nick Morales, the Real Estate Deal Junkie, and that was really bad. Yes. I'm Nick. This flip that I bought from